Hello, hi guys. My name is Harvansh and welcome back to my the new tutorial MDE Microsoft Defender for Endpoints. So this is the second tutorial. This is the second video in my tutorial, and in this video we are going to learn about the features and deployment plans for this Microsoft Defender for Endpoints. So let me start this video. So here is the content which I'm going to cover up in this video, Microsoft Defender for Endpoint features. I will be explaining all the features are available in Microsoft Defender for Endpoints and the integration technologies related to the Microsoft, which are the technology can integrate with the Microsoft Defender and Microsoft Defender for Endpoint console with Microsoft 365 Defender. So when we use the MDE console and the 365 console, so what are the differences there? And then we'll go for the deployments plan, and then we'll see the capabilities for this deployment, this plan P1 and the P2, and then we'll see the license cost. So let's go here. So now this chart is explained about all the features are available for Microsoft Defender for endpoints. So here you can see in the threat and the vulnerability management, attack surface reduction, reduction, next generation protection, endpoint detection and the response, auto investigation and the remediation, and Microsoft threat experts. So let's see the definition one by one for these all these features. So here is a threat and vulnerability management. So what exactly it does? So core vulnerability management capabilities use a modern risk-based approach to the discovery, assessment, prioritization, and remediation for the endpoint vulnerabilities and the misconfiguration. So basically, this threat and the vulnerability, what it will deliver, it will discover and do the assessment and the endpoint vulnerabilities or the misconfiguration. So defender vulnerability management, you can empower your security and the IT team to bridge the workflow gap and the prioritize and the address critical vulnerabilities or the misconfiguration across. So basically it will help us to the asset discovery and inventory, vulnerability and the configuration assessment, based in intelligence prioritization, and the remediation for that risk. And again, here is the API and the integration also that will help you to connect with the defender, like the PowerShell or any other like a PowerShell or the Python. So here is a ASR attack surface detection. The attack surface detection set of the capability provide the first line of defense in the stack. So by ensuring the configuration setting are properly set and exploit mitigation technology are applied to the capability risk attack and the exploration. So basically, ASR is having it's like a set of two things: the network protection and the web protection. So when any attack is happen through the network or the web, so ASR rule will help you to detect it and block it based on your rule. So this will regulate the access for the malicious IP addresses, domain, and the URLs. So ASR rule targets certain software behavior. So how this ASR rule is working? So launching the executable files and a script to attempt to download or run the file. So when any executable file is trying to attempt to download something or run the file, so run obsoleted and the other suspicious script and behavior that the app don't allow occur during the normal day and day-to-day work. So ASR is basically protecting your the internet-based malicious split. So it use the two capabilities: network protection and the web protection. Now, here is the next generation protection. So Microsoft Defender for Endpoint include the next generation protection to reinforce the security parameter on your network. So next generation protection was designed to catch all types of embering threats. So this will help you all types of threat capturing. And additionally to Microsoft Defender Antivirus, you are the next generation protection service for the following: behavior based heuristic and the real time antivirus protection. This is the one of the feature. Cloud delivered protection and the dedicated production and the products update. Now the next feature is like EDR, we call this EDR also, so endpoint detection and response. So endpoint detection and response capabilities in the Defender for endpoint provide the advanced attack detection that are near real time and the action level. When you have any real time attack or real time detection, suppose you are running any of the application or the exe or executing any of the file, so it will scan that file on the real time based and it will take automatically action based on your rule. So security analytics can prioritize the alert efficiently, gain visibility into your the full scope of breach, the take response action in the remediate threats. So it will help you to capture the threats. It will scan the file immediately when you execute it, and based on the application behavior or the severity, it will take the action, like it will do the quarantine or it will do the block. So when a threat is detected, the alerts are created in the system for an the analyzed to investigate. When the any of threat is detected by the defender, then it will generate incidents or it will generate alert and it will show in your the security center console. So Defender Fault and Endpoint continuously collect the behavior cyber telemetry. So it will collect the cyber telemetry as well. So it can do the their mathematics in the console, or it do the calculation and it will show in the console like this malicious is happening in the worldwide. So it will connect with the cyber telemetry. So this include process information, network activities, deep optics into the kernel and the memory manager, user login activities, registry and the file changes and the others. So your EDR will help you to detect your the process information, network activities, deep optics into the kernel and the memory manager, your user login activities, your registry and the file system changes. Now, Microsoft Threat Expert. So, Microsoft Threat Expert is managed threat hunting services that provide your security operation center, that is called like SOCs, with the expert level monitoring and analytics to help them ensure that the critical threats are in your unique environment don't get missed. So it will track and it will provide the security operation center, and it will keep on monitor your the threats counting or the how many machines are impacted in such a way. So this managed threat hunting service provide the expert driven insight and the data through those two capabilities. So Microsoft Threat Expert is having two capabilities to perform its action: the target attack notification and access to the expert on demand. So integrate with the Microsoft solution. So, our MDE, Microsoft Defender for Endpoints, can be integrate with these other technology. So Microsoft Defender for Clouds, Microsoft Sentinel, Azure Information Protection, Conditionally Access, Defender for Cloud Apps, Defender for Identity, Defender for Office, and Sky for Business. So we can integrate our MD with all these Microsoft services. Now, let me go to next slide. Okay, so here is why this slide I put it, because many times a lot of people who are the fresher in the learning to Defender, they are confused in the console level, like Microsoft Defender Security Center and Microsoft 365 Defender. So in my last video, I showed about the Microsoft 365 Defender family, under the 365 Defender family, our MDE comes under that. So if you are in the console, so don't get confused with which console you are in and what are the differences are there in the both the console. So this side is this is for the Defender for or security center console, and here is a Microsoft 365 Defender console. So here I named it. So dashboard, we called a dashboard in the MDE, but we said like a home in 365 Defender. The security operations called like a threat analytics, and threat analytics also is there in the separate option. So we don't call anything here. And the incidents we called incident and alerts. A device inventory we called as a device inventory. Alert queues called as a alert and queues. Automated investigation called like a action center. Advanced hunting called a hunting, and like a reports called a reports, and these are the list I created. So now let me go to the next slide. Here this explain what type of plans we can do when we are planning to implement a Defender in our infra. So we should understand what are the plans provided by Microsoft. So Microsoft is providing two plans, Microsoft Defender for endpoint P1 and Microsoft Defender endpoints for P2. So Microsoft Defender for Endpoint offer a functional set of capabilities including the leading anti-malware attack surface and the device-based conditionally access. But and that you will get with the E3 license. But if you go with the P2 plan, then you will get the you have to purchase E5 license. And under this, uh, all P1 all P1 facilities or the features will covered in the P2, and we have some more additional things. Let's see what are the additional things we have. So here is the plan 1 and the plan 2. So capabilities, if you seen it here till now, here is the plan 1 is covered by plan 2 as well, but in the plan 2 we have the endpoint detection and response extra feature, automated investigation and remediation, threat and vulnerability management, threat intelligence, sandbox, it's used for the deep analysis, and Microsoft Threat Expert. So these features, if we take in the P1 plan, will not get it, but if we have the P2 plan, we'll get the full package here. Now let us understand the license cost. So license cost here is if we go like a E3, so as I shows here is the E3 comes under with the P1 plan. So based on our the plan, we have to purchase the license cost. So then if we are going with the P1 E3 license for Defender for the P1, then it will cost like a $36 per user for a month. And if we go for the E5, that is the 57. But here is a formally office license, Microsoft 360 license, that will not used for your the Defender, but I take it so you need to use only the E3 or the E5 license if you want to manage your the Defender. So in the E3 36 and the E5 license cost is the 57. So guys, thank you for watching this video, and I will be come back in the next video where I will be showing you walk through the console and the Defender for endpoint console, security center console, and then we'll move it to the next like the device enrollment and the other stuffs like how we can create the policy and the many things. So thank you guys for watching this video. See you soon in my next video.